Alright, YouTube, I wasn't even gonna make no videos today, man. Like, that wasn't my plan. But, sometimes your hand get forced when you get to reading comments and seeing things just going on and stuff. So, I'm making this video, man. I was gonna hold this till tomorrow. But I think it's necessary that I talk about this today, man. Listen. I'm all for our plight. Notice I said "are," but most of us aren't. I'm gonna get into some details. Most of us aren't. And because we aren't, I said, you know what? Anybody that rock with me, I'm rocking with them. Now, I may still, the ones that's black that rock with me, we gonna do some things. But I'm not finna try to do some things with some ops. And what I want to talk about today is one of the hidden reasons why I believe that black people be against each other so much. Actually, it's a couple reasons. They go kind of hand in hand. But I think from my research, I done figured it out. And the reason, and I think Tariq Nasheed was on to something as well. And if y'all haven't noticed, right, there are people on YouTube that talk my people this, my people that, and then the next moment they going all in on one of those people that they claim is their people. Now, y'all know me. I'm going all in for truth. I'm the truth man. I call white people out on this channel too, though. Y'all already know. I'm noticing something, though. And I'm noticing that some YouTubers, black this, black that, criticizing this, criticizing that. You'll never hear them saying nothing about white people. But they'll call me Uncle Ruckus, though. If you look at my videos, which most of the people who be trying to come for me, they don't watch my videos. They don't support my channel. They just are a versus mindset ninja. Just want to go against blacks. Let me give you an example. One particular person. He saw the girl kind of good looking on her picture. Agreeing with me. This is the truth. Blah, 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 right? So he comes in and say, I get what he's saying. And calls me Uncle Ruckus, right? So I got under him a little bit. And I told him, he talking about he don't believe in perpetuating stereotypes. I said, well, what do you think it is calling somebody Uncle Ruckus? How can I be Uncle Ruckus? I ain't gonna even put y'all in my business. I've watched the Boondocks. I know what Uncle Ruckus believes. I'm the total opposite. But this is what they call us, black people who eyes are open to the truth. We always got to be Uncle Ruckus, Uncle Tom, Coons. Meanwhile, you vote in favor of slavery. I don't know what these people doing. This ain't even a stop right here. Did somebody car stop? Let me go over here. I think somebody's car might have stopped. Yeah, like, why are they stopping? Now, anyway, people getting brain cramps again. I want to talk about is the hidden reasons why black people is always against each other, always killing each other, always assaulting each other, on the job, in the church, everywhere, dirty macking, competing for women, trying to talk down on other dudes to make themselves look good. All these things is because some of us, our ancestry stems from the Americas, and some of us, yeah, I knew somebody's car had to stop. Y'all gotta excuse me. Still got that cold. I think somebody's car stopped. Anyway, I'm gonna make this video. It's gonna be some coughs, but hey, I gotta get this content in. This is important. Some of us look the part, but your ancestry is not rooted in the Americas. Now, other people call these individuals tethers. I'm not going to call them any names because some of them, it doesn't matter. They still down with the plate. We're not talking about the ones who are on board. We're talking about the ones who look like they in it, but they are the opposition. If you do a historical background, I say a historical search, you will come across a bunch of tribes. Some of our tribes were enemies, y'all. I hate to say it. And it was deeply rooted because they were such at war that they were trying to cast spells on each other. It permanently did damage to the future generations. Permanently. I believe that's the problem, y'all. When I look at some of these people that I'm at odds with, I'm looking at them, and then I'm knowing how my ancestors looked, how the other ancestors that were amongst my ancestors looked, and I'm noticing a trend. Like this one particular guy, never happy, just at odds with me for no reason. I looked in his face, and I said to myself, this dude ancestors ain't from the Americas. This guy ancestors were probably the ones that were working with the Buka man. See, I can say that because y'all don't know what that means. Some people probably do. It's not, well, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But some people were, okay, here's what happened. I'm gonna keep it, when I explain this, I'm gonna explain it real quick. I don't want to go into details and people get to trying to strike my channel. This is how it happened. When Christopher Columbus came here, it was already at least 29 groups of individual tribes and peoples in the Americas, right? Some of those tribes were at peace with each other. Some of those tribes were at war with each other. Some tribes he brought from distant lands to help him. Like I told y'all, that dude, I looked at him, no. I know you don't have the look of the indigenous. He didn't. And it's like he was just being so petty and unhappy, and I'm looking at him like, I'm wondering, like, man, did his tribe have wars with mine? This is the problem, y'all. Just the problem. I'm getting up on one of my stops, so I'm gonna pause it when I get there. We gonna continue this. If it goes off, there'll be a part 2. Sometime when you pause, it goes off. We got to talk about this today instead of tomorrow. Because I've been doing research on this. There's no real bona fide explanation for some of our willingness to run to the groups that were oppressive towards us. Like even where I'm at right now, I'm seeing people that I know ain't up to no good. Ain't no white people over here. But I guarantee you, these individuals are looking to steal, looking to rob. In part because, like I told you, they not of the indigenous. They of the scattered savages, some of them. I'm gonna do some research. I gotta see some photos because I wanna see who these people look like at least. And then when the opposition comes, when the adversarial behavior comes, then maybe I can pinpoint them to a tribe. Because the people in your tribe are gonna look just like you. I'm telling you. Give me a second. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Nothing but weed smoke in the air. Listen, I'm going to explain this one time. Because people confront the negativity in our communities, or shall I say communities, because y'all fight each other with guns and fists, but then y'all let the other groups such as the Sikhs, Middle Easterners, and all them come in and get rich off of your dollar. And why? Like I told y'all, man, I'm telling y'all the hidden reason is because a lot of these people, they just look the part. They not foundational. Now, again, disclaimer. Some are not foundational, but some are not part of the problem that I'm speaking of. We not talking about you. Don't take up for people that it don't apply to. Let me go over here real quick. Let me see something. Y'all know I'm out here working. See, somebody might have an order. Don't take up for people. If you not the hit dog, keep your face in your own bowl. You understand? So, in Milwaukee, everywhere, a 10-year-old girl was just killed. I don't know if it was a retaliation, because they do that, or it was two melanated individuals shooting at each other, because don't know white people live over there. They don't live over there, man. Now, what some of y'all believe, y'all think the solution is to come in my comments and insult me. That ain't the solution. The solution is reach one, teach one. And guess what? If you make 5 disciples, And then somebody else make another 5. Now you got 10 disciples. But you know what we do? Well, it's not me. I do my part. I've been doing my part. People just don't support. They don't support. You know who they support? Fruity duty, simp, unknowledgeable, slave controller, gospel preaching preachers. That's who they support. And you know how those preachers return the support? By getting Rolex watches, by getting Bentleys, private jets, mansions, not by building up the communities that they lived in at one point or another. And instead of you having smoke for them, you got smoke for me. I'm Uncle Ruckus. They not Uncle Ruckus. They Martin Luther King. I'm Uncle Ruckus. They Malcolm X. I'm Uncle Tom. They Huey Newton. I'm Sambo. If you believe that, you slow. You're just slow. You need to change your diet. You need to eat more fruit and vegetables. Get you some vitamins. Get you some new drawers that fit right so your nuts can hang. Not too much, but just right. You need to change how you take care of yourself. If you think I'm Uncle Ruckus, but these Christian preachers ain't, y'all gone. The church been here for years. Has the Christian church or the synagogue or the any of these religious groups, have they increased or enhanced the lifestyle of us? All these preachers in their books, their large congregation, their new carpet, their suits, new suit every day, shoes shine. How that work for us blacks? Because I don't have the influence or the resources that they got. And it's weird how I believe I'm having just as much of an impact as them. Why you think I get shadow banned the way I do? If I wasn't a threat, if I'm Uncle Ruckus, why do you have to shadow ban me? Why don't you be fair with the placement of my videos? Because there are people who know who I am. In high places. They know who I am. They know who I am. You know how they know who I am? Because the devil told them. See, y'all little bottom feeders, y'all don't know how to hear from the devil or God. But there's people who know how to communicate with the darkness. They already know who I am. I don't tell people who I am. I don't even tell the people in my house who I am. But I know who I am. And there's other people who know who I am. It don't even matter that much. What's gonna get done is gonna get done. I call this channel the No Matrix, No Simping on Subjects channel for many reasons. The Matrix symbolizes the world system meant to cause you to lose your soul, ultimately. It contains religions, it contains politics, it contains many different elements, angles, aspects of life. Y'all is on here talking to people who are in cahoots with your enemies. And that ain't just no black thing. Ain't no white thing. Blacks and whites aren't each other's real enemy. That's matrix thinking. Any white person, where I live at, where I be, if I go by vibes, I would have to believe that most of the white people are indifferent or racist towards blacks. And they have a negative perception. When we come around, they always think we're gonna do something negative. While people in their group do negative things all the time, as well as blacks. I come on here and I preach this and I talk about this in a balanced way, and I'm still getting called Uncle Ruckus. That's why, man, listen, I don't believe in them locks, them beards, none of that. I look at what you do and what you say. Some of y'all dudes be talking this pro-black stuff. You asleep with another man's wife in a heartbeat, you thirsty dog. You're not gonna benefit the majority of us because you're too selfish, you too arrogant, you too cocky. You want all the women for yourself. How can you lead us at the bottom and you want all the women for yourself? That's a trait I notice with people who be talking this stuff. You see them in person and they trying to shoot down on other black men. Shoot down on them so the women in the crowd will look up to them. That's weak. But like I said, the hidden reason behind it all, I believe, is some of these people are just adversaries from the jump. They come from them tribes that was against us from the beginning. And that resentment was so deeply rooted in the blood that now to this day, some of their descendants don't even know about it, and they at each other's throats. It's getting easier. Sometimes I can look at a person and tell that they don't got no deep ancestry in the Americas. But I've met people who don't. It don't even matter. The brothers. I know it's plenty agents out here. I understand that. But it's like, why are y'all all on my channel? I got a bunch of agents on my channel. And the way I know is all I gotta do is look at the financial support. Look at the likes. Y'all really worried about what I'm saying, huh? We already know, people already pointed it out, that a lot of these special agents want to talk contrary to what we talk about in this red pill space with dating and relationship, because marriage is big business. The powers that be have many relatives in that business. Lawyers, divorce lawyers, wedding gowns. So they send they flunkies to act like marriage is a desirable thing. It's not. Not no more, it ain't. It's not. For many reasons. In every marriage, you gotta have a bona fide leader, and it has to be the man. These women, it's like a lot of them, if they make more than you financially, they think that makes them the leader. Any marriage, A to Z. I don't care if it's your own grandparents. I don't care. Where the woman is in charge, that's witchcraft. That's sorcery. That's voodoo. That's the occult. Because like I tell y'all all the time, there ain't no in between. It's the Most High and the devil. Anything that's not the Most High and what he said is the devil. Ain't no in between. What did he say? Men shall have rule over you. What did he say about the races of people? Did he give any particular race the lead? He didn't. Do any particular race have the lead? Of course. Listen. You need to study. I'm going to give you some things to study. Study about the Anunnaki, the Pleiadians, everything associated with the Sumerians, the Anunnaki, so on and so forth. After you do that, I want you to do some research on the tribes, some of their beliefs. See, y'all spending all y'all time trying to hump and eat. That's why y'all don't know nothing. It's a time for that. Both of them are very fun. But y'all let people lead based on money. You will let a dragon from hell that's done shapeshifted into human flesh be your leader if he's a billionaire or has $100 million. Can't tell me I'm wrong. Whereas somebody else could be the real leader, and you gonna have all these notions in your head placed there by darkness. That's why y'all can't learn. Now, if, let's just say, we're gonna be fair with this, our ancestral groups were the people of the book. What happened? Y'all took on the beliefs of their adversaries. Notice I'm not naming groups, because I already know how this YouTube stuff go. That's what y'all did. And these adversaries, if you do your research into history, have always been instigators amongst the POB, people of the book. But now everything is about money. You're not even paying attention to the text that tells you can't serve two masters. You're not paying attention to the text that tells you how deceptive riches are. You're not paying attention to the text about what happened in the wilderness. All of those things were examples for you to follow. You ignore them all. All you have, you need therapy. You need help. Uncle Ruckus, Uncle Tom. You're hurt, you're bitter. Can you think of anything that's true or anything else? So everybody that says that a lot of women are hoes, It's bitter. So I could pick any truth. There's a tree right there. Somebody, oh, you hate trees. You're bitter. You need to get that tree hatred out of your heart. You need therapy. You need to love the trees. This is how goofy society has become. I'm like the most friendly person that you'll ever meet. I keep to myself. Because to me, a lot of people just too goofy. Like, it's like social media inflates egos, but it don't inflate intelligence. So everybody think they smart, think they like Aristotle or somebody, Confucius. But they don't know nothing in that. And again, amongst us blacks, I believe we just divided from the jump. Y'all is so brainwashed by, y'all want to talk about the white man. Y'all so brainwashed by whoever. We just gonna say whoever. Cause it's so many groups of people working together to cause this brainwash. You can't just pinpoint. Y'all too brainwashed to unite. Y'all too brainwashed to buy each other's products. Y'all too brainwashed to take over every building that comes available in your city. Now, if I'm Uncle Ruckus for saying that, Uncle Ruckus wouldn't even, I ain't gonna talk about that. Too brainwashed. All somebody gotta do is go up to somebody who be rapping, tell them I'm gonna give you 10 million up front, 2 Lambos. What I want you to do, I want you to talk about your ops and talk about killing other black people. We know we already undid the research. We know what the most popular clothes is. We're gonna give you a couple chains, couple rings. We're gonna give you some nice shades. And I want you to talk about your hood and killing other blacks. Cause ain't no white people in your hood. All right, deal. Well, you gotta sign in blood. Okay. And you also gotta do this. Why I gotta do that? You gotta do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Turned against his people. Turned against the whole world. And y'all will be at his concert like this. Anyway, that's one of the hidden reasons. Some of these people, you're from the adversarial tribes to your tribe. If your tribe is from the Americas and they was battling, some of those tribes were helping. They were literally giving them Winchester rifles to force you to work, catch you, capture you. And that stuff is deeply rooted in the blood. So some of these people that you just can't get along with no matter what, maybe, just maybe, they tribe was against yours. This brainwashing stuff been going on for a long time. When the Latino ancestors start seeing, some of their ancestors were amongst the wild indigenous just like ours. They had relationships, they had peace agreements, everything, right? Then these other people start getting them to go against each other. Ask Dan Calloway. I mean, Look at Dan Calloway. This is the type of stuff he talk about. This the real history. So when they saw it and they said, well, we want to make you slaves. What they did was they had an agreement. They said, okay, well, we're going to breed a super soldier. The Latinos ancestors, the black ancestors. That's where the Seminole was born. The Seminole was throwing down. They had to build weapons to fight against the Seminole. So when they caught them, they separated them. They made our ancestors go back into slavery. They put their ancestors outside of the Americas, and some of them, they put them on reservoirs or reservations. I said reservoir. Reservations. And forced them to believe that they were enemies. And so as civilization grew, they lived in separate areas, even though originally they all were scattered amongst what we call North America. Aspects of it, certain parts of it are known as Turtle Island. This the real history, y'all. So now, even to this day, they try to pit us against each other on these jobs. Know your history. They pit blacks against each other, Latinos and blacks against each other. Like even Asians, like there was certain aspects, certain regions in Asia. This is where we get the Asiatic from, where their ancestors were also very friendly and breeding with our ancestors. Now we viewed it by the whole world, including ourselves, as the enemy. I don't view no person as the enemy blindly. What they do and what they say and what they believe in their mind will make them my enemy or my ally. That's all I'm gonna say on this one. Y'all gotta excuse me for doing all this coughing. Hey, listen, until it's gone, I'm not gonna stop making content because I got this little code. C-O-L-D. That's how you spell it. And it don't got no V. C-O-L-D. Thanks for watching. Think about what I said. I'm ready for y'all trolls too. Come on with it. Come on with it. I believe in responding to trolls. Like, I'm not going to always ignore the trolls. I'm going to respond. Sometime. But here's what I think of y'all.